Hampus with the dual Berettas. Brolin's got a pair as well. Flashbang on Esatag. But some pretty quick moves out of Astralis, going from highway down into middle. We got Hampus in the corner of Cube. And with it, he's got himself 2 kills already. Still looking for more. Blame F. Kind of lost track of him here. Hampus comes back and he will die, so 3 versus 3. But this opens up Plopsky to make his move, and he doesn't check his corners. Deadly mistake. Brolin at bat. Comes around that CT corner, and Blame F picking up those dualies and smashing Brolin over the head with both.
Wow, he really saved that. That was nice from Farley, but at the same time, I think Hampus knew about him. Or maybe he didn't know. He was looking into the site and saw someone farther ahead. But now Esatag in the 1-on-3. Dane on Dane action. Going up against his former team, in fact.
Oh, the moment he goes for that jump up, 2 guys swing wide. So
side and very consistent on the multi-frags as well.
They find the stack, and Farley's nade lands on Plopsky's head, down to 25 HP. But those lethal dual Berettas in the hands of Hampus come running out from long A. Rez is going to continue on that flank, and slowly but surely, Astralis continue to carve out this path into the B site. It is just pistols. I don't say that lightly, but the USPs truly not meant to offer much. If Hampus could get another, then maybe the ball gets rolling the way of ninjas, but instead, it's going to be Xyp9x and Farley to pinch into this 2-player stack and end it all. 2-0 start for the Danes.
Nice. Yeah. 2-0 wrap up here on T.
On this one. Doubles back for the duel. Important kill, and Config takes it. Both players ready for the fight. Oh, Hampus, he gets caught as well, trying to go for that mid push. So layers to the aggression there from ninjas. But very much separate engagements. And in an attempt to recover, we've just got Astralis that much more comfortable 5v3.
Yeah, man. Some excellent awareness right there from Config. It almost worked to his advantage to let himself be known. That's why I think often you'll see the A push B 2 players in the beginning because of the way that it splits off and the timings for the T sides if they rush in. And we're simply into a don't lose this situation where the CTs wanted to try to get some space back, but they've taken the other option and just overstacked one half of the map. Brolin gets his.
They've chosen the right side, of course. Esatag called into the action. Spray commitment. Xyp9x with that bomb on his back draws himself away from Donut.
Ooh.
Brolin on the chase.
Yeah, he can smell him leaving, so he's coming right in here to call him out. And but Plopsky's with him in mid, yeah.
Yeah, he seized the opportunity while that fight went down in middle to just at least sniff out the B site. They find it clear, easy taking at this point.
I think a couple things that Astralis have done well. T-side Ancient for the meta of the map is using the deep smokes on their executes very consistently. And then also multi-pronged lurks, I think, has become the style that they have built their identity on that has worked out very well. So, 15 events slump, and I think that's brought Astralis some of their wins. Definitely won the Mirage.
Ooh, Config just gets Swiss cheesed on his attempt to push out middle. So wants to go for that aggression, but it's going to cost them 3 players, in fact. Hampus still riling up the troops as everybody fights in their own backyards, and they walk away with a very clean 5v2.
Yeah, so that's the Config play in air quotes right there, where he has the leftmost spawn towards mid. They support him with grenades, and he tries to path directly into Donut. They take advantage of them if they are blind or don't play mid as heavily.
This will be a very tough recovery. Rez, oh my god. Farley survives the dink, 9 health. And that's 1 of 5. How else can they set this up? There's a bit of a divide here between the CTs, but eyes on their own spawn thanks to Esatag deep from B.
Yeah, it's so tough because everything is just so telegraphable. They don't have a smoke here either to cross to go towards A from mid. So they can try to take the duels, but, it's such a long angle that's so nice for the op here from Esatag, and doesn't get the kill, but he spots one, and that's enough for his teammates to make use of. Wait, Did he spot one?
I mean, they're reacting now. He may have only spotted the second, which is why the timing looks a little off by like 3-4 seconds. Brolin comes back, recovers.
Oh my God.
But no, they must not have, or else they would have known both players are there. Blame F goes for the plant. Hampus, can he get out fast enough? No. Plant goes down. Blame back into the cover. Molotov holds off the spawn, but he's expecting Donut and not that temple lurk from Hampus. Wow. So sure enough, that first one must have gone unspotted.
It looked like the jump was good, of course, but the way that S-Tag moved his crosshair over, it felt like he maybe saw a little shoe.
They find the right path. It's just about getting by res, and even just with Glocks, right? Those flashbangs from Glaive are fantastic. And here we see, of course, without that front temple door, bomb easily goes down. And we're talking 5 players alive for Astralis. Now, of course, Blame F, AK from the start, Glaive getting his hands on that M4, but these pistol players should just get popped with ease. Esatag swapping to the sidearm. That's going to be enough to finish off Config. Blame F, he gets himself into this gunfight. Glaive ready, trying to find his chance to strike. Confirms that Plopsky's here in the open. And that's 2 from Glaive.
Wow.
Pistols. They're going to try to pounce on this. Now, again, last time Rez not able to add much. He's got the off this time. Hampus sliding out from spawn, and Rez just holds that cross. Glaive, ooh, survives as the op shot is a miss. Doesn't land it. Zipic's gonna go for the bomb plant, gets away with it. Op shots just whizzing over top of him. And Farley's got that deep temple angle. That's a lock-in temple angle. That makes this retake feel so much more stressed. And as Glaive offers up another kill, there is this late lurk coming around from Donut. Eventually, Blame F is going to come into this. And Farley, in the meanwhile, continues to chop down these CTs. Blame doesn't want to play his hand too soon. And you can see Brolin double back. These ops, they want to be saved. But I don't think Brolin's getting out of here alive. So not only do Astralis punish Rez for not being present inside of A main, they felt that it was open. They took a chance. They run in kind of blind. And they'll find that 6th terrorist round win.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a hell of a T side at this point. I don't know how Esatag's alive.
Wow.
That's a head scratcher for Glaive. Frustrating feeling, I'm sure. Of course, Ninja's looking to make the most of it here. There's enough of a CT side to still recover. 4 rounds to go.
You know, if Glaive has a silence then before he wins that.
Ooh.
But he also did whiff really badly, so I'll just point that out.
That's also, yeah, true. Yes, both of those things noticeable. Esatag looking for a second. Meanwhile, top mid falls to Config, but 6 health left over for him. Farley on 22. Very uncomfortable openings here for the Danes. Rez activates on that A flank, but what if, oh, he could get blindsided. He hears them coming, and he mows them down. So easy does it for Rez. It's in the name. Config closed in on. Plopsky's going to end this and give Ninjas at least 4 on the defense. Ooh, 99 damage to Glaive. But 1 can make a difference. Mac 10 just blows a hole through Brolin.
He made the thing feel like an auto sniper. He killed him instantly.
And Esatag with 1 off the op as well. So surely they should have this 4v3 with 2 of the terrorists tagged to beyond half.
But a topsy-turvy round already. Gotta say, I mean, we haven't casted this new version of Ancient with the updates, I think. We have terrible memory.
It was a long summer, yeah.
But I think the gameplay looks way cleaner. I mean, I like the A-site changes so far. This map is shaped up. Big fan.
Yeah.
A tier.
Let's see it, Rez. Just a nice smooth round for Rez would be nice. Down goes Zipix.
I feel like this was the remedy all along. Was taking a deeper angle,
yeah,
but not one towards Donut.
Yep. Catch them as they tried to go through all those angles of an exit.
Yeah.
And there are options. You know, without the front temple door, it can feel a little suffocating, I think, to play those, separate them. And right now, it's Plopsky, down ramp, through smoke. Go Astralis. Glaive and Zipix with a kill apiece. Hampus very quick in from mid. Catching's Blame, trying to rile up through ramp. Esatag, no chance, as he misses that 1 critical shot. 1 chance. And Hampus gonna be burned away from just flooding through that smoke.
Oh,
Oof. A little bit of chip damage. Stops Zipic's first plant attempt. Now the smoke fades. Config's in the open. Hampus connects with the spray. He's got Farley on the close left. And Rez slowly coming around from this mid flank.
this is doable. They both have smokes.
And they both have kits.
Whoa, Hampus is smoke on the site.
Cody throws it. Oh, quick trade in from Rez, but Zipix gets that kill just in the nick of time. Farley, deep commitment, but with the smoke on top of the bomb, Rez is going to commit to this, and the spray comes through from Farley. An easy 6th for Astralis.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Mark to end this first half, but the only exclamation is the surprise of Flopsky dunking the nade on their heads. Follows up with the M4. Blame will kill Hampus, but yeah, maybe a little too ambitious. Met by utility.
You try to be composed, you know, for 15 rounds in a row. It can be tiresome to work for these rounds on T side. Sometimes you just want to rush B.
You know how tough it is for a guy like Config to just not rush at least one round?
Yeah, he just started calling all of a sudden.
Just drooling on his keyboard. Come new.
Yeah, he doesn't let himself get bored.
And they're going to pay the price. But still, excellent T side out of Astralis.
Yeah.
I really like the some of the passiveness that we saw over towards A main, especially after out of the gate they were kind of toying with Rez, throwing Config at it, little 1v1 duel. Then all of a sudden there's a pack of Danes outside of that main building, and sure enough, they'll finish this half with a lead. However, marginal. Molotov onto the floor, and so is Zipix's dead body. That is one more. Let's see what the Swedes have in store for this T side. Right now, it's a pack mentality. 4 guys just creeping up ramp. And if they're hoping for the numbers game, well, the Danes are in position. Trio of defenders and backs turned. Blame just lets it loose. 3 kills with the Berettas and an instant clampdown on this B hit. See ya later, ninjas.
Oh, man, we saw so much come out of the duels in the first half. And I think that was Hampus. And as soon as Blame got his hands on him, he got some kills with him. Now he buys his own, does the same.
Ooh.
Hampus wipes some sweat from the brow before going into this 1v4.
Finds Config, 6 health left. Finish him off and then go back to the site. Oh, now he's down to 2/3 his health. His gun is empty. Or not so much, but the damage just not there. Blame F. Rounds here. It's going to set the precedent for the second half. Little micro adjustment on the entrance of Cave. Zipix turns his attention away from ramp, and that's the moment that 2 players from Ninjas decide to walk up. He gets pegged to the back of the head with that smoke, but all was good for a moment. Brolin comes into the mix. Zipix pinched. Wallbang connects, and he's only got that half health left over, but Farley alleviating the pressure. And while Brolin continues to rack up some damage, it's just a double man advantage still comfortably for the Danes. Glaive flirts around with this deep box, and Rez could catch him off guard.
Yeah, he's doing a little Hampus impression right here.
Ooh, but the ramp push. Plus Config all the way in behind the double doors, so there's no way Brolin sees that one coming. And unfortunately for Rez, he's got 30 seconds to piece together a 1v4 with everybody staring in this direction. Now confirmed. Flash blinds him. He is stuck. Zipix, gonna be his victim at the very least. Oof, and almost a second, but Farley, a little minute. Here comes Flopsky. Speak of the devil. Naded down by Farley, though. And with the smoke just in front of him, that flashbang connects. Farley comes back for it, and Hampus gonna be his second victim. Still, considering the amount of pressure they just applied with how little they had, could have been a cool opening. Farley decides to suck the life right out of it. And that's now gonna put him into the double digits. Every single player in the server, 10 or more. Zipix is back, feels safe, so faces ramp on his own. Config comes into the mix as that fire burns itself out, and Brolin gets busted back. Rez, another clutch attempt, and he kicks it off with a clean deeg. Straight between Config's eyes. Glaive slips beyond the pillar, and finds the headshot immediately. So, I don't want to give up on this angle, but also has to be worried about ramp.
Yeah, he doesn't have a smoke for himself either if they want to molly exec, and they are setting up in full. Config, though, he wins over Hamp. Oh, okay, man. See you in another dimension, Farley.
It's the zoomer peak. Brolin hits that delete key. And now with 35 seconds left on this clock, the Ninjas have a very good chance. However, Rez kind of sizing up this A site and drawing everybody over with him. That's going to put Glaive in an interesting position because he goes for the A main control.
Yeah, we kind of get into time trouble a little bit here. So Rez will throw a smoke out for deep CT, but Glaive is going to be hard to clear.
Big chance.
Oh, he doesn't win his duel. Ooh, Glaive is going to be kicking himself.
Yeah. Because just like that, the life is just drained from Astralis.
Yeah. See, because they're coming out of Donut, Temple's been blocked off on this one side. They don't have to worry about the opposite entrance for a moment. Rez can scale against that wall and just take that one duel on Glaive. So is his own smoke here on CT side.
Wall bang potential, but Blame F's off the mark. Nade goes deep, finds nothing. Meanwhile, Blame F, he invites them in. Almost 2 kills on his own. Hampus with a missed jump.
I don't know. He might have been trying to jump spot the window.
Okay.
Yeah, just to see if there's an off to shoot him. Well, there it is.
Found it. Either way, that's Rez out of the count. And Astralis, with more than 2 weapons, suddenly find themselves back in winning ways. So it feels. Esatag's op just trying to sneak its way through cave. Got Zipix out here and Glaive to the left. Oh, the timing. The moment he pulls out the nade. Glaive gets back around the corner. Plopsky, he could just flash this.
Oh, wow.
2 CTs in the back lane. Esatag comes out. Then he turns his attention, and with that smoke, there's nothing here to stop that bomb.
And off at the post plant, it goes off.
Again, Glaive gets caught. Config comes around through the caves, finishes off what little was left of Plopsky, and we've got Esatag in what could be a very critical clutch. A 2 versus 4 attempt into the 1v2. A smoke that's going to block him off, and this makes things awkward. Could he line up a shot? Couple M4 bullets come through. No kit on the play. 5 seconds left on this stick. Esatag trying to connect, but Config just sits on it with steel. 10-second defuse and a no-scope from Farley to give the D site.
Sight's cracked open.
Glaive ready for the peak. Shadow
No flash.
sends wind of Plopsky. Just gets shredded, and now look at the bodies they're throwing over towards that side. Brolin, he catches the IGL's head. Farley's got that quick answer. Rez thinking about a peek here with the flashbang as Blame F just locked into the caves.
Insane.
Catching Hampus from that late mid lurk. So 2 versus 4 in the post plant. A peek from Brolin deep. A frag out from Rez, but he's smoked off from that bomb site, and Farley's just gonna keep him locked in. He's ahead of the Molotov, and he comes wide with a second kill. 2 seconds left. Zipix sticks this defuse, and that is 2 for Astralis back-to-back.
Oh, he did his best, but he dies in the post plant. The bomb going down.
This time not hanging out inside of smokes, decides to get ahead of it. Farley tries to get eyes over smoke. There's a fight for Hampus ×2. Farley comes out on top. Quick trade back from Rez, though, and the dink into Blame F. So excellent damage out of Rez, but he, too, down to just 10 HP.
Honestly, well,
Okay. As he should be, Blame F is dead.
that was a dual Plopsky wanted.
10 HP as he crosses back in front of that ramp, and it takes 2 more players from the Ninjas to drop him. Config goes real deep and finishes off Rez. 3 versus 2 here as Astralis hope to bag themselves 15. Brolin caught unsuspectingly by that as Config doubles back from that cutout peak, and sure enough, we've got...
Really turned the tides. But maybe it's not over.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, they're bringing some ingenuity into this, actually. It's half a fake.
But Zipix not buying it. Sticks around. Oh, maybe now he is. Meanwhile, one of those 2 players towards that A site do go down. Zipix right into the fight. Glaive catching another one. Brolin's trying to find his way into the engagement, but now it's him versus 5. And he's got Blame F, knows it or not, breathing down his neck. Brolin fake plant, fights at a distance, and that is the 16-9. A delicious taste of revenge for Astralis as we get a noticeable improvement.